and welcome to Simulator Gaming, and welcome back to Meadow Farm here. So today we have got to finish up what we were doing in the last episode. In fact, it was live stream. We did a live stream on Monday. So we're going to go ahead and clean up that mess we made. So we did a little bit more of mowing, and we also windrowed it and baled it and wrapped it. So we've got some silage bales being produced at the moment. It's still grass, but we're heading into the yard today. We're going to collect the telehandler. We're going to collect the trailer, which we just walked past, and we're going to go ahead and pick some of them up. So that's just one of the jobs we have to do today. We actually have two fields to do. One of them we're going to collect with the trailer because they're a bit out of the way. But the field, which you can see some of the bales there, we're just going to take them one by one and then drop them in. So here is our telehandler. Now I hate these little wrap bale grabs. I hate them, but we'll try and use it today. If not, no idea. Right, let's go ahead and get it started on. Take a parking brake off here, and we'll head out. So I actually made some changes. Hopefully you guys can see it a little bit better now here on Meadow Grove. See David's name sticking through. Right, so here's our trailer. This is going to be a little bit hard to get out because we need to take it out of here and through that gate there. We could use the other gate. Alright, let's get it into reverse here. Back up towards the trailer. In fact, what I'm going to do is pull forward a little bit so we're facing at least the right way. Kind of, anyway. Right, back up here. Oh, I think we hit it. Let's go forward a little bit. Right, handbrake on. Let's get this hooked up like so. That was the torch. Let's get the hydraulics and stuff in for the brakes and the lights. In fact, what I want to do is take off rear wheel steering for a minute because I do not want to jackknife the trailer. Right, so I hope you guys are well. Been a while since we did the video. I've been doing real life work, of course. Right, let's head into here a little bit. So we're doing this all by ourselves today. David's got a day off. My head tracking's a little bit glitchy for some reason. I just tried to fix it then, but it seems to still be playing up. Right, let's get the parking brake on. We will disconnect the hoses if we can find the proper point for it. There we go. We did it. If at first you don't succeed, unplug it anyway. Right, I'll get this rotated around. What's the best way to load up this trailer? I have completely forgot how to load up round bales. I'm not going to lie. Well, I think I know. What we should have used... I'm using the wrong thing. I do actually have a fork in the yard, which I bought specifically for this. So we might actually quickly go get that. Yeah, we will. Let's go ahead and get that real quick. Right, scrap that. I was thinking of the front loader, and so not going to be any help to us today whatsoever. Well, we actually need to get a four-wheel drive on because we're struggling to get up this hill. Right, so quick advance warning. I am terrible, like I just said, at using this grab, so we'll do our best. But, like I said, don't be expecting much. I am terrible at using this. Okay, so we've roughly being the keyword there, loaded up this field. We didn't actually have that many bales. We had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10 bales. I don't think there's any hidden in the hedges. We did actually have a look. In fact, let's go have a little wander down to this hedge here. I did have to pull one out. Let's make sure there's no more in here, because I don't believe there's a fence in between. No, there's not. Just a big green meadow on the other side. But no, it looks like there's no... This will be like the most southern point of this field. So I feel like if any did roll down, they'd be in here. But looks like we cannot find any, so we're good to go. Let's jump back up into telehandler. We're going to get it hooked up to the trailer. In fact, we need to throw on our straps first of all. So we'll go ahead and do that. Don't want them rolling off. So, yeah, I do still stand by what I said. I think this is quicker than taking them up one by one, because it's a bit of a drive. Our box is there. Let's go ahead. We'll get the torch on as well. Why not? Didn't mean to do that, but it helps. Let's get that thrown over there. We'll get that one thrown over. That one thrown over. That one. Did we miss some in the middle? I feel like we did. Yes, a couple. Yeah, there we go. Is there one on the end here? Yes, there is. Cool. That shouldn't go anywhere. Bit wonky, but as you guys saw in the time-lapse, I did do it completely manually. This is not ideal, and actually what I'm going to do is, if any of you guys know any of, if I quickly go to front loaders, if anybody knows of any of these style, this style bale fork for telehandler, please let me know, because that's what I'm used to using. Of course, we're using a telehandler today, so I couldn't. There's none actually default in game, which is strange. Also, I owe people an apology. This whole time, why are we not moving anywhere? Is it really that steep? So I thought this whole time that the green diff locks meant they were then on. That's diff locks on. Turns out it does not mean that. Turns out red means on, green means off, and the red means it's locked. Basically, the diffs are locked. So I do apologise. I thought green meant on, but it apparently doesn't. Apparently red's on. So this whole time I've been getting it wrong. Right, let's go ahead and once again hook up our electrics and our hydraulics. Good to go. Now I do need to bring this down a little bit, this boom, even though we're not really going on public roads. There's quite a low tree coming out of the yard, so we don't obviously want to hit that. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's crab steering. That's 4-wheel. There we go. We got there in the end. Don't like going out into the street with 4-wheel steering on. And also, last time I said that, people thought I thought you couldn't do it legally. No, that's not what I meant. I just don't like doing it because I always end up jackknifing things. I had to end up turning too sharply and jackknifing things, so that's why I like using the normal front wheel steering. Even though it is private around here, we'll make sure there is nothing coming. But it looks like we're good. So I'm not going to bother unloading this trailer on the camera because I'm pretty sure you guys have saw enough of that already. But we do need to load up a few more bales. But like I said, we won't be using the... This thing does not turn. Maybe we should put 4-hook steering on. We're going to scrape past that. Oh, look how close that is. We made it though. So yeah, it doesn't look like this trailer likes this telehandler in normal road steering. But it feels a bit floaty. Are we in crab? There we go, that's better. We were in crab mode, it turns out. So maybe we would have hit that gate if we weren't in crab mode. So we managed to get lucky there. Happy accident, they call that. I'm going to go ahead and pull this into here. We'll reverse this up into the silage clamp real quick. And we'll unload them later on. Right, back up, back up. Cool. Let's get this disconnected once again. And we're good to go. Oh, hang on. There we go. So green's off. Must remember that. Right, so that's not where we're storing our bales. So we could store them in the silage clamp. That's not a bad idea. I was going to store them up there. I don't think we're going to be using silage, like, from the clamp. So we could actually use the clamp. Let me know in the comment section where... I'll put them up where I was going to put them for now. But let me know in the comment section whether we should store them in the clamp or where I'm about to store them. There's actually more in this field than there was the other one. This is a slightly bigger field, but only slightly. Let's pick this one up. So like I said, we're not using a trailer for this one. I'm just going to take them out. We're not even leaving the yard now, so not an issue. But yeah, I hope you guys are well. I know I was trying to say at the beginning, but then I had to go sort my head tracking out. I want to play more games on the channel, so let me know what you want me to play. Not just random videos of me around the farm. Right, Right, now, how are we going to stack these? That is the question. I think we're actually going to stack these like this, which is how this grab is designed to be used anyway, hence the shape of it. So that's another thing I was going to say. I know we're going to get some comments in the comment section saying I'm using the fork wrong. I was aware, but I like loading them up onto trailers like that. But now we're in the yard, we can pick them up properly. So obviously we're meant to be using it like this. Right, sorry about that. We were attacked by the sun. If any of you guys use head tracking, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It does not like the sun. It comes directly through the window, and then head tracking sort of got a little bit weird about it. Right, let's go ahead and push this into the corner like that. Found out when I was loading up the trailer, by the way, this is actually pretty handy for scooching over bales. So if we go up to it and do this, there we go. We can actually scooch it around. That's what I was doing on the trailer. That's how I actually pushed them all over, which is pretty cool. Obviously, you have to make sure you don't knock the rest of them over at the same time, but can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, let me know what other things you want me to do on the channel. I did really want to do some American truck stuff, but you guys don't seem to like that for some reason. I had terrible views compared to the farm sim stuff, which is a shame because I really enjoy that game. Although I will be doing another ATS video soon, because here's a little extra video for you guys. I want to try it in VR. I might record it, as long as it doesn't come out too sickly. How are we going to pick these up? Let's go ahead and pick it up any old way for now. Let's drop it around like that, and we're good to go. Drop it like this. Good stuff. So yeah, I want to try ATS in VR. I've had a VR now for about 3 years, 2-3 years. I was wanting to do loads of videos as soon as I first bought it. Never did one because I couldn't actually work out how to record the VR stuff. But yeah, I really want to try ATS, and especially now that it supports DirectX. But until then, you have to make do with just the farm videos. Right, let's go ahead and drop. I'm going to drop it in front slightly. Let's pick it up, push it to the. I'm probably going to go 3 or 4 long. I'm thinking probably 4 actually. I was about to say 3, but probably going to go 4. Right, let's scooch this one over as well. Reverse. Why does this thing never go into reverse first time? I feel like you have to completely let go of the accelerator before you can actually reverse. Like that. Tried to reverse and nothing happened. Actually, tell you what, I really enjoy. There's some people in the comment sections of my videos that say that's not how you do it in real life, blah 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 blah, and people that just say you're wrong, you're crap, blah blah blah. But there are some people that actually educate YouTubers that don't really know what they're doing, which I really appreciate those people. So if I'm doing something wrong, instead of just saying Sim, you're crap, feel free to tell me how you do it in real life or how you would do it in real life in the comments. I really enjoy learning. So I didn't realise until recently that you could actually use a bale spike on silage bales, because there's like this tape you can get which fixes the holes. No idea that was a thing. I thought once it was wrapped, it was wrapped. You couldn't do anything with it. So big thank you to, I forgot who it was now, but that person that scooch that one over, that told me about that. So apparently you can use bale spikes with fresh silage bales as long as you tape it up after. So that's really cool. Did not know about that whatsoever. So we could technically use a bale spike today, but as soon as we already have this loaded up, we'll carry on using this. Right, Cody, so we are now finished loading. Well, that's only one field in there. We still got the trailer to unload, but I'm not sure whether we're going to put them in the silage clamp or put the rest in there. I kind of like them in there, though. Let me know in the comment section which you want. Now, I'm going to go quickly start another job, which I'm going to finish off camera because it's not going to be a very fun one, but we need to head down to the boss's yard. Right, let's get this handbrake on, turn full drive off. Yeah, we need to head down to the boss's yard because we're going to be borrowing some of his machinery. One of his plants is to be Pacific. So we're going to jump into our Massey Ferguson. I'm not sure if we've been in the Massey Ferguson, you know, on camera yet. I've used it, but I'm not sure whether we've used it on camera or not. This door is not working. Why is this? Maybe I gotta open it from the inside. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take our 7726 down to the boss's yard. We're going to collect a piece of equipment, and then we're going to go ahead and make a start on the only arable field that we own. Look how messy those straps are over there. Right, before we go and before I forget, let's go ahead and we'll take the camera around. We'll get the weight lifted up, which is not lifting up. Interesting. Do I have to come out here and try it? Maybe I have to reconnect it. How about now? There we go, it's working now. Right, so let's head down to the boss's yard, collect his, well, one of his seeders. We'll make a start on that. Right, before we go, actually, let's turn our beacon light on. Not that we need it, but we are going down some pretty narrow roads. Right, okay, so we are currently at the boss's yard. As you can see, we're borrowing his front loader because we need to fill up the drill with the seeds that we've got. So we've got 2 bags, which I forgot how much a bag costs now. Also, my extender does not work on the side panel. I need to fix that at some point. But anyway, let's go ahead and load this up into the front tank here. Eventually. Why is this not unloading? Right, so we fixed it. It turns out this one's not like the other one with the tube going over. I've never used this one, by the way, so I do apologise. Like I said, we just got it from the boss's yard. I usually go with the Pottinger one. Or was it Kuhn? I think it's Pottinger. But the tubes are actually underneath this one, as you can see. So they actually connect underneath. So we should be good for now. Let's go ahead and get this thing turned on. Get it lowered. Now what I do want to do before I head off is go to Alt S. We're going to go ahead and set up this. So let's go to set A. We're going to do a pass. And then... oh, we're in the wrong gear first of all. And then we're going to do set B and we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and get everything turned on here so we don't slip. It doesn't look it on the camera, but it is a pretty steep field, this one, so hopefully we can do it okay. So I'm going to be doing the headland last. We're not going to go right up to the edge. We just want to do some nice straight passes. This tractor does come with GPS, which is nice. Which is why we use this one and not the Ford, because obviously we're doing sugar beets, so we need the passes to be as straight as we can for when we get the contractors in or rent, whatever we decide to do. Right, let's go ahead and stop here. Control S, do set B. I think this is field 20. Save track. There we go. So, how's that looking? Not looking bad. It's a little bit wonky, which is not what we wanted, but like I said, we're doing this completely on the fly. I'm learning this drill as we go. I don't usually use this one, as I said a second ago. But anyway, let's head down this pass here. Quickly back up to the end of the hedge, whatever, hedge, bush, hedge. We're already turned on. So now, just double check I've got everything turned on. On, steering guidance system on. Auto width. Cool. So we should be good to go now. Let's go ahead and hit. That is not what I wanted you to do, tractor. Don't you love it when robots do not pay attention to what you're saying? But there we go. We'll go ahead and finish that off in a second. So we're now missing a pass, but it's not the issue. Like I said, we're doing the headland at the end anyway, because we need to do straight passes instead of like the usual round ones. So we'll do them manually. But thank you very much for joining me. If you guys did enjoy, please have a thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. We are making progress here on this farm. It took a long time, but we're finally getting there. This is the first time I've ever used GPS as well, so bit of a learning curve. two brand new things in one field. So chucking myself in the deep end with this task. New seed drill, new bit of software. Okay. I'm actually going to have to redo my first pass again because it's not completely listened to what I told it to do. I don't actually have a button turned on for that. Have I got to do this every time? I don't know if there's a key binding for that. Let me know if there is. But thank you once again for joining me. If you did enjoy it, please tap the thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.